What's good, friends and family? This is the Week 11 recap. I'm high score, so I guess I'll go ahead and hit this one out of the park and do this recap for everybody. So let's get it started. Okay, so first game we got is Chicago Big Daddy's Carlos versus Gabi. What's cooking good looking? Cook's no longer in the team. Might want to change that name. Um, and what's crazy is I offered Henderson and Justin Jefferson for Dalvin Cook, and this motherfucker said he wants Gronk too. Had to cut that deal. How's that looking for you, boy? Anywho, let's get back to the recap. Chicago Big Daddies took this one 136 to Gabi's 132. Damn close game. Carlos is in seventh place. He's not far from making the playoffs. Everybody had dead to rights, but he's been doing it here and there, so he's actually just crept up, and his team looks solid now that McCaffrey's back. But yeah, like I said, he beat Gabi 136 to 0.5 to 132. High performer for Carlos was New England with 26 points. Ooh, that gotta hurt. Second was McCaffrey with 24 points. Been doing good lately. High score for Gabi is Justin Herbert with 41 points. Ooh, that was a good pickup by him. Was he in the Cook trade? I don't know, but I offered him Justin Jefferson and Henderson, and this dude also wanted Gronk. Dude's crazy. Who's in charge over there with trades? Like, anyways, I think that trade single-handedly just took him out the playoffs. Hopefully next year he'll wise up. Ask yours truly for some advice, JSPN. If you ain't got the magazine just yet, go ahead and cop it. We're going to be wrapping up this year, late December. Next year, I'm taking orders. So, Mamo, Rudy, Ralph, Gabe, Mark was been subscribed. I expect you guys to hit that subscription, and maybe I'll put a coupon code in there for you guys to get a little discount on your monthly subscription. Anywho, moving on. Next, we have Dope Ralph versus Dude Where's Lamar. Roman. So first Roman beat Ralph 123 to 121.5. That was super close. I know Ralph must have been pissed off looking at that game, just hitting him back and forth, and Roman came out with a W. High score for Roman was Devontae Adams. High score for Ralph was Darnell Mooney with 25 points. So they're right in the thick of things. I think Roman's in the playoffs. Ralph's ninth place, but he's not far though. He's 1 or 2 games away from putting himself in contention. I mean, he has a solid team. Let's see if he could turn it around with these last few weeks remaining. But yeah, that's how that game went. Next up is Taquache69 Marco versus Quarantine Team Demetrius. Now, Demetrius took this 150 to Marco's 121. High score for Marco was 41 points. High score for Demetrius was Tommy Brady with 25 points. Yeah, so Marco, 8th place. I mean, his team's like a roller coaster ride. Like, I think it does good, does bad, good, bad. You know, like even though his record's 4-7, I think his team's better than 4-7. Demetrius 7-4 has looked strong all year, but of late, past 6-7 games, he's been riding that roller coaster ride. Started off hot, but let's see what happens coming down the stretch. I know Rudy got his weekly rankings out, which are complete bullshit. Rudy should be slapped for those rankings because he has no idea how to make those fucking rankings. Anyways, he has Demetrius number 1 team, which he shouldn't be number 1 team. But anywho, Demetrius is, I believe he's first place, so he's looking good to make the playoffs. Has a decent team. My opinion, He has a good team, but I think we all know it's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He could be do hot one week and then drop 110 next week. So let's see how it goes moving forward. Next game, Silence of the Lambs, Danny Boy versus Duke Nukem Mamo. Okay, so Mamo took this one 131.5 to Danny's 113.5. Danny. Had a strong ass team, man. Strong team, dude. I mean, you had the team to mess with any team of any past, any champion past. Unfortunately, the injury bug hurt you. Now, there was rumor this early in the season saying that, yeah, you had a strong team, but you had a weak bench. And if you had a couple of guys go down, it was it for you. Could this be it? How do you work next year if you don't win this year? How do you work next year to improve that bench? Very important. A lot of teams had a lot of injuries this year, and it's about that bench and who to sub in, who to sub out. I just spoke about Dimitri's team a second ago, and he had a lot of injuries, and he was able to make some moves and grab some people off the free agency, and get some decent performers. That's something that's very critical in a champion. I think you got to be able to know how to find these free agents and draft a pretty good bench. On the flip side of that, we have Mamo. Mamo, are you serious? This dude is 7-4. This dude should not be here. He should not be here. Come on. How is he 7-4, man? This is like complete BS. His team, come on. Now he's parading saying that his guys are hurt and wait till they come back. You guys weren't doing shit when they were in the game, you know. Like you say, you have Hunt and Montgomery. They weren't really steady, you know. Like you took notice when they did hot maybe 1 week and their projection shot up, and you basing everything off that. But I don't know, man. I think this year, I think if you make the playoffs, that's a solid win for you. You know, like don't expect to win the championship. Don't expect to win the championship with that team. Like I said, you just making the playoffs with that team. Now everybody's gonna clown you for the points that you scored, and they are gonna say that you shouldn't even made the playoffs. So that was Aria. Anyways, you take this little playoff. If you make the playoffs, you put it in your back pocket. Don't say two words. Don't say two words about it, and you just move on to next year. Okay, just move on. Okay. Because then people are gonna bring up like your last 2 years, how you didn't make the playoffs. They're gonna bring up how your team only is like the second worst scoring team in the league right now. Like you shouldn't have been in the playoffs. So you just zip it up, put it in your pocket, just move on. Be like, you know what, I made the playoffs. Next year I'm building off that. Okay. So yeah, like I said, Mamo beat Danny. Danny's hurting, poor Danny. But you know, Danny has a couple of solid players. Taylor, he has Cup. Allen, see what Claypool could do. Hope he's gonna make the playoffs, and let's see what he does in the playoffs. You know, any given Sunday. So I'll just leave it at that. Last but not least, Zeke and Destroy. Yours truly, El Jefe versus Little Uzi. Rudy be hurts. Okay, so Rudy was talking mad shit all week. I had a couple of hurt guys. I felt confident in my team, but I really was missing AB, Gronk, and Henderson. So I was like, you know what? With these guys out, Rudy has a solid chance to beat me. Those guys in, it was over. It was over. So Rudy caught me on the wrong week. So all the signs saying that he might win, they're all pointing towards Rudy. Saying that he might win because he had all his guys, except Jones. But then again, Jones and this other idiot, that other running back that they have, I forgot his name. Whoever it is, they're starting to split now. They're starting to split now. So let's see what happens towards the end of the season. How that split's gonna be. It's no longer Aaron Jones taking the full load, so he can't say Aaron Jones was out and that hurt him a lot. I don't want to hear that shit. Aaron Jones' good days are behind him. Okay. Fun fact, JSPN. But yeah, beat Rudy 173 to Rudy's 141. My top guy was Aaron Rodgers. Rudy was riding Aaron Rodgers 2 weeks ago, wasn't he? Putting his little gifts up about him. Bullshit. Aaron Rodgers was like, you know what, Rudy? Fuck you. Dropped 42 on him. And then Justin Jefferson, who he laughed at me for drafting him in the 4th round. Laughed at me. 38 points. How you like that? Rudy's high performer was Jalen Hurts, 27.5, whatever. And then McLaurin gave him 23 points. Boo-hoo. So yeah, that's this week's recap. So let's move on to next week and my projections or predictions. So first and foremost, me against Roman. It's always a tough fight, me against Roman. I never put that one in my pocket. For some reason, his guys always do good against me. But of course, I'm gonna give it to me just because I should be fully healthy. So I'm gonna give me the nod on that one. Hopefully, I come out with the W. Next game, Chicago Big Daddy's Carlos versus Ralph. I'm gonna give it to Carlos. Carlos has been doing some things. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna give it to Ralph. I think Nick Chubb's gonna turn it around. Dak Prescott's gonna do something. Yeah. So, and I think Cooper might play. So I think Ralph's. It's about time he hits that 150 mark. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Ralph. Next game was cooking good looking Gabi. I don't even know if we should be doing projections with Gabi anymore. Like his team is just like against Marco. Taquacha 69. I'm giving it to Marco. I'm expecting Marco to blow him up by like 20, 30. Gabi, like I said, man, trades, dude, trades, you know. And then we have I'm gonna label this game of the week. Little Uzi Hurts versus Silence of the Lambs. I think Rudy needs to swim bad, super bad, and so does Danny. If Danny's able to come out swinging, drop at least 130, 40, that's going to say a lot about his team. If Rudy beats Danny, I think that might solidify him maybe in the playoffs. Fighting for that 5th spot, maybe 6th spot. But he needs to swim bad, super bad. Because if he loses, I'm predicting it right now, he's not making the playoff. If he loses this week. Next game, Quarantine Team versus Duke Nukem. This is bullshit. This is like fucking giving Demetrius a free gift right here. I ain't jinxing you, dude. I'm not jinxing you. But this is like fucking somebody just handing D a W real quick. I got Demetrius smashing Mama by like 35 maybe. I don't think Stafford, Newton, Cook is going to do anything too good for Mama. Mama's going to drop maybe 125 to 130. So, yeah, that's my prediction of the week. If I offended you, who gives a shit? It's fantasy football. Grow a pair. And if you want to talk shit, get high score, talk shit about me next week in the recap. Peace out. Word to your mama.